What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is your UK Trotter brother, Dr. Blake, the darkest man around, and I'll be talking about more One Piece, Burning Blood, and I'm here with Platinum TDX and External Flash. Say hi to the people, guys.
Platinum, you go first, boy.
What's going on, Nabaroonies? Fuck. Hold on, I forgot. I haven't done this in so long. Oh, what's up, Nabaroonies?
I forgot my name.
It's Platinum TDX, the Dragon Extreme, and yeah.
And I don't have an intro, but I'm up in this shit like a tadpole. Your boy, External Flash. What is going on? Just ruined my flow.
But anyways, we will be talking about the new gameplay that we got for One Piece Burning Blood. So Platinum, you're new to One Piece. Tell us your overall thoughts about One Piece Burning Blood, the gameplay that we've been seeing.
Okay. So, what I think about One Piece Burning Blood, when I was looking at the trailers, I saw the gameplay look it kind of looked kind of stiff. So I started rewatching the trailers, and it looked like more and more like J-Stars, and I saw that Spike Chunsoft with his developers, and I was like, okay, this could actually turn out to be good if they do something with the engine and with the combat system. And we just saw the gameplay, and the gameplay looks really updated from J-Stars. It looks faster, looks more fluid, and I hope there are going to be, combos, and I hope you can actually not spam specials in this game. So it looks like it could be fun, but I don't know if it's going to be like, what was the game? Oh, Raging Blast, because Spike is always compared with Raging Blast, and I don't know why. When this is Chunsoft, not Spike. Spike Chunsoft.
Okay. So, what about you, Flash? What do you think about this gameplay?
Well, with the gameplay, I noticed a couple of things, and one of the things is the camera angle. I'm not very fond of the camera angle. The camera angle needs to switch or something. I don't know. It looks like we're looking up at their shoulders and not like, straight forward. If that makes any sense. It just looks really weird. But the movement, I mean, like you said, Blick, earlier, it doesn't look like he's sprinting, but the movement is really slow, and like the falling speed, when you get knocked on the floor and as you're falling, it's so slow. It's like if somebody knocks you over, they're gonna be able to get you in another combo while you're falling. Like, it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I think that's what it's intended for, because when I saw that guy playing the game and he did that combo with he knocked I think it was, I can't remember who he knocked up in the air.
Talking about Sabo
He knocked the person up. Yes, Sabo and Luffy. When Sabo knocked him up in the air and he was falling slow, because that was the opening for him to continue the combo. But I think because it's against a computer, if it's a normal person, you can avoid that by like pressing a certain move to actually make yourself fall down quicker. You know how like in the whole, I'm gonna have to relate this to Budokai. The Budokai games, when someone knocks you completely, then they dash across and they knock you again. If you're playing against someone that's not the computer, you can get out of it easily. It's not like you're stuck in it forever. So I feel like with some of the stuff, the guy was new to the game because he did some incomplete combos. He did some stuff that were incomplete, and I saw some signs that, like, you know how you said the falling was slow? When the guy was falling himself, he was able to avoid the attacks quicker than the computer was, because the computer didn't press a button to make himself drop down quicker or something. I'm not really too sure. What do you guys think about that?
I'm gonna let Platinum go first on that. I gotta think.
Oh, you said when the guy was falling?
Yeah, when he was falling, and with Luffy, and he quickly did a duck and roll and rolled out. And
so me and Blick were actually talking about this before we made this video, and the way I saw it, I think he pressed the jump button as soon as he hit the ground, and that made Luffy do like a little roll to get out of the way. So because I always compare that to Storm, because if you don't get hit too hard and you hit the ground, you can actually press the jump button and he'll just bounce right back up, or he bounces in the way of the analog stick, whichever way you're moving.
Yep.
And same with the Budokai games. Whenever they fall and hit the ground, you can press, I think it was X or the guard button or whatever, and you would just like get up real quick. So I think that's what they're doing with this, because the way it looked like, because usually when they hit the ground, they just hit and they just plop for like two 2 seconds or a second or so, and then
Yeah.
they just get right back up. But with this, it looked like he hit the ground, and then Luffy just did like a little roll to get out of the way. So I think he just pressed the jump button.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. So like with me, the way I saw it, yeah, I feel like the guy was falling down slowly because that's giving you an opening to do a combo. But that wouldn't happen if you're against someone online. Do you know how like when you're playing against a computer, they react differently to a person online? So I feel like it's gonna be like that. And Platinum, you were talking about how you can get locked. You're afraid that you can get locked into combos. But when I saw Games Logic Legends video, he noticed that you can call on your partner or the person you're with on your team, and they can break up that combo from happening and cancel it for you, so that you won't get stuck in that infinite combo, if you know what I mean. If you time it at the right time, so like if you call for them to help you, they can come in and help you out for that moment, then they can go back out. But I noticed that the tag team system is a lot smoother, and how if you KO them in the Coliseum, like in the Dressrosa Coliseum, you can actually knock them into the arena, which was pretty cool.
That was
what do you guys think about that?
Attack.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
But didn't you see it? Like he literally, Luffy knocked what's it? I think it was
Yeah.
Crocodile. He knocked him into the Coliseum.
I
and
didn't
he went
see
into
all
the
of the
crowd.
first gameplay.
Bruh. Like it had some cool stuff, but like you said, we're not sure how many combos they can do. But basing them on what they showed us in the trailer, the person was new to the game because there was some stuff that were incomplete that you can complete it. So by the looks of it, you can kind of.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I said by the looks of it, you can kind of make your own combos, but I'm not sure how deep the game is going to be. Obviously, they did use some stuff from J-Stars, which I expected, because with most games that they do previously, they take away the stuff they did well and they put it into this game and improve on it. So all they need to really do is just make Burning Blood fun, enjoyable, and make it have good enough sales so that it can get a sequel. Because when Spike gets a sequel, they've never failed with a sequel. But say what you're gonna say, Flash.
I was gonna say that I think I saw in the comment section on the guy's video, and I think he said they have like 4 different like move sets or whatever. Like, so I think it's like Storm, where you have like a down combo, like an up combo, and like, you know, different stuff like that. And they have like a bunch of different combos. I don't know. I think he said like there's like 4 to 5 combos for each character. But the thing is that you can mess around with those combos and string them like into your own combo. Like you were saying, like you can actually make your own combo according to the guy. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Because they did say that you can cancel ultimate attacks. And not Flash, I mean Platinum, what you were saying before about the whole like specials, were you talking about Bartolomeo using his barrier?
Oh yeah.
Or what were you talking?
I noticed in the gameplays when they showed him, he would just use his barrier, and then the person, I think it was Smoker he was playing as, or no, it's Frankie. He just moved around the barrier, and then Bartolomeo, he just stopped that barrier and then started a new one. And I'm like, that looks kind of weird. And I also noticed with Ace, when he did his special attack, the barrier, I mean not the barrier, the bar for the ultimate went up, and I was like, shouldn't it go down? But then I realized it was the ultimate barrier. I mean, fuck, I keep saying barrier. The ultimate bar. And that got me wondering if they're gonna limit specials in some sort of way. I don't know.
What I personally think about it is like the whole Bartolomeo barrier thing. I feel like the whole team selection is actually gonna have a part to play, because have you noticed with the Logias, like Smoker, like Crocodile and Ace, they can get around that barrier easily. But with certain people that don't have that ability, it's more of a struggle. So you're gonna have to use people that can actually counter their ability, because that's what One Piece is. Like there's loads of people that will just be stronger than you because they got a better ability and they got a better technique. So with Frankie, yeah, Bartolomeo is gonna be cancelling him out because he's a straightforward, up and close personal fighter, when Bartolomeo is more of a defensive sort of guy. So if you get like a sort of a Logia, he will be able to go around the barrier because he can turn himself into an element and he can go behind him and get him from behind. So I feel like, considering that it's the first gameplay, it does look really stiff. But I feel like you're gonna kind of have to match up your teams. But for the most part, it will mostly be like 1v1, but with the option to tag in and out, like I've been saying. And the way you tag in, you can create your own combos. But I do think that there'll be 1v1, but there's gonna be some stuff that will cancel out the devil fruit ability within the game. But I think the whole gauge thing, I think that's a kind of it's either a bug or I don't know. It's kind of a bug or that was I can't explain that, bro. I'm not sure how to put that bit. But yeah.
I don't know.
So Flash, what do you think about the gauge? I think it's a bug. They probably have to fix it because it's the first build of the game.
The gauge, I just think like I don't know. I didn't really like my eyes when I was watching. I wasn't really paying attention like as much to the gauge and stuff like that. That I should have, but I was mostly looking at the fighting. But I can say it seems right now that whatever is going on with the gauge is that you can easily spam whatever the hell you want. Like I don't know. That's all I know. I really didn't pay attention to the gauge. So.
But
Yeah.
By the thing I think is they're gonna kind of have to fix it because, like, that's what I'm saying. We need a demo. I'm saying we need a demo so that we can know what's broken, so that we can know that what needs to be fixed. Because this is the early build. For early build, it does look promising. It looks like it could be a really fun game. It looks promising. The camera angle with all games, I feel like there should be an option. For me, I feel like I can get used to the camera angle, but some people they might not be able to. They should all have options. Like even games like FIFA, you have the option to actually like be close up, dynamic, or do it like the whole telly angle. Like you got a different option for angles. But with most anime games, you don't get that freedom. So if they were to put that freedom, it wouldn't be that much of a big complaint. But I can see where people like why people are complaining about it or like don't like the angle. But what you guys have anything else to say?
Me though, how I feel with the angle, me personally, I think the way One Piece characters are like built, it wouldn't even matter if it was like a straight on camera or like say Storm or like the Raging Blast series. I think they actually did this better because if we had a straight on series, we'd actually be looking at those tall ass characters most of the time instead of like the actual battle.
Yeah,
so I think that's the reason why they did it. They wanted to keep true to the models, but they also wanted to keep you being able to look at both characters in the action around you rather than just your character, because those characters are big as hell. Especially when playing with characters like Frankie. Fuck.
Can you imagine White
Del Flamingo?
Flamingo, God.
Yeah.
Yo, you make a good point there, but like people watching this, you guys got to remember, you have to remember that this is not the final build, and that's kind of obvious to a lot of people, but there are people out there who think that this is what the final game is going to be like 100%. Yeah. And I cannot stress enough that this is the first build, guys. This is an old ass build, and the reason you can tell from like an old build easily to like the newer build is that the recently announced characters are not in the build, and there's no Sanji, there's no Chopper, there's there's a lot of characters that are not in this build, and they're mostly the first couple characters that were announced. Minus X-Drake, but anyway, like it's gonna be tweaked, it's gonna be changed. The camera angle could be changed completely, the speed, everything you see right there could be changed before the final game comes out. So keep that in mind. Don't just go around complaining, because at the end of the day, they're going to make it pretty good. Spike doesn't usually fail when they make games. Like J-Stars, yeah, it had like some bad elements in the game, but overall it was pretty fun.
J-Stars wasn't actually a failure for them, because it was mostly just Shonen Jump like, hey, make this game. We want all these characters doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing about J-Stars is J-Stars was just meant to be an anniversary game. Like they never went out to advertise, like throw some stuff, because come on, if they were really gonna do that, where's the DLC at though? Come on, do you know how much potential they could put in terms of DLC if the game was actually truly marketed to be like an actual fighter? The game was marketed to be a party, like fun game to play with your favorite anime characters and the anniversary of shonen characters, of Shonen Jump. That's what the game was really marketed to be. And plus, we
they never even planned to bring it to America or UK. Like,
yeah, we weren't even meant to get it. We were the ones who wanted it. They left it over there because it was meant to be an anniversary of Shonen, because Shonen's more of a Japanese thing. They brought it over here because we carried on nagging about it, and when they give it to us, we complain that the game's garbage. But yeah, that's that. But guys, got anything to say? Yo, that's it.
That's it for me. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So guys, check out these guys' channels. It'll be in the description below. And yeah, let me wrap up this video. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, please sit back, enjoy this video, and yeah, catch you next one, guys. Bye.
Blah.